Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the kitchen for the 8th consecutive week that we've spent here together as the Cockermouth Cricket Club virtual pub quiz community. I've just spent an absolutely fantastic 45 minutes or so listening to the outstanding Jeff Lobb with his variety of songs and acoustic guitar session from down at Woodville, and it was absolutely brilliant. So a huge congratulations to Jeff on his first Facebook Live performance. It was brilliant and thoroughly enjoyed by lots of people, judging by the feedback on social media and in the various groups and one thing and another. So well done to Jeff for that, and hope you enjoy the quiz now, mate. You can kick back and relax and have a couple of beers now that your hard work is done and out of the way. So a huge congratulations and a big thank you from us at Cockermouth Cricket Club for the plug for our charity cause, which is a good one at the moment. It's the North Lakes Food Bank, which services the Cockermouth, Workington and Whitehaven areas and services and helps the most vulnerable and needy in our community. The Cockermouth Cricket Club virtual pub quiz community prior to this evening had raised a magnificent £1,170 for this cause. So a huge thank you on behalf of the committee of Cockermouth Cricket Club to you guys who've made it possible. When we set out at the outset, we wanted to raise £250 when somebody suggested making donations to the cricket club, and we decided to raise money for a charity instead. And we are delighted to say that we're up to £1,170. So that is tremendous news. And at the culmination of the quizzes, when we present that amount to the food bank, I'm sure they'll be really grateful for everything that you've done. As always, we like to start the quiz, and on behalf of Cockermouth Cricket Club, its playing staff and members of all sections, from right the way through to the men's teams as well. A huge thank you to all of the key workers who are keeping the country going, basically, whether they're working in the hospitals, whether they're working in the supermarkets, on the front line, delivering, dealing with members of the public on a daily basis. A huge thank you from everybody, not only within the cricket club, but also within our little quiz community here, that we've now had over 2,000 people taking part in the quizzes, because obviously with some people working shifts, they like to catch up on the quizzes at a slightly later time. And I'm sure they enjoyed last week's debacle with the internet connection issues. So we've reset the routers today, and hopefully, all being well, fingers crossed, we won't have any issues this evening. That's what we're hoping for anyway, because the laptop will be disappearing out of the patio doors behind me and into Hillary's garden over the back if it's as bad as last week was. So let's hope that we have a much better evening in terms of connectivity tonight. It's been a windy old day up here in Cockermouth. It's not been like anywhere else. I'm hoping that doesn't affect the internet, or make sure that we try and get fired through and everything like that. So the aim is to get ourselves done and dusted by 10 p.m. as per usual. We even managed to do it last week with all the delays, so we are getting a bit quicker in between. Let's have a look and see who we've got in the house tonight. We've got the Penrices in the house. Good evening, Katie. Mrs. Shankland's back in the house. It's good to have you back after you missed it last week for Mike's round of golf at Workington. Burrabore's in. Hello from Hartlepool. Good evening to you, Burrabore. And Kevin Walsh as well. Hartlepool in the house too. The Lightfoots say brilliant load of money raised. Well done, everybody. Yeah, I agree. And Craig Meyer down there, hopefully with Colette tonight down in Bury, says it's a brilliant amount as well. It is. It's a great amount. Georgia Horsley, hello again from the Horsley Wilkinsons, our winners from 2 weeks ago. Will they topple the Smiths and reclaim their crown? Michael Dawson, the umpires are on board. You can keep your finger to yourself tonight, Michael, because you ain't giving me out. Kevin Walsh, he says it's freezing in Hartlepool. Yeah, it's. I've been to the Victoria ground in January. No, Boxing Day, December 26th, to watch Carlisle United once. It was cold. Jeff Lobb says, thanks, Gareth. No problem, Jeff. It was brilliant. Thoroughly enjoyed it. You're a very, very talented man. I'm very envious. I can't play the guitar to save myself. Ian Thompson, the Dutch are back after 2 weeks missing. Oh, well, that's good to see you back, Ian. I noticed you weren't here last week. You didn't send us a message. You always do. It's a good evening for the Sale of Two Cities. They were really hot on the quiz the other week, so they're back. I think they won 2 weeks ago, or maybe 3 now, actually. Hello to the Hills. Good evening, Eve, Tony, and Jack and Maxie. The Askies are in the house again. Jane Laidlaw is in the house, and Ellie's joining them tonight, former pupil of mine, so I'm sure she'll be able to help out with some of these, Jane. The Broughton Wombats are at full strength. We've got some seriously strong teams tonight. The Addicots are back again. Yeah, they had to give up last week as well. They watched the recording midweek and got 85, so this could be a really good evening tonight for the quiz. Charlotte and Mary are joining from Rawtenstall. Good evening to you guys. Is this your first time with us? If it is, welcome. If it isn't, welcome back. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope it lives up to expectations and the internet works all right. Chad's on. Good evening to Chad Pearson and family. Hope you're well. Cycled through your way the other day, actually. Not sure exactly where you live. I'd have given you a wave. The Smiths are back. Oh, no Thomas. My cousin is not in the house tonight, so the Smiths are 1 down. So that could be interesting. We'll see how that goes. Yep, Judy Smythe in the house with the Smythes. Well done to Jeff Lobb. It was absolutely brilliant. Gary Denham, including Olivia, is back as well. That'll be including Leighton as well. My father-in-law says, thank goodness, he's hoping that the internet's better tonight. And my other cousin down in Brentwood, Ben's back. Kids looking forward to the interval entertainment. Not sure there's going to be any, but we'll see. Let's have a look. Mike and Ali are present as well. Now, it's nice to hear that you're present, guys, because Mike and Alison Sadler left me a lovely gift in my porch this morning while I was out at school, setting my classroom up for the 1st of June and the prospective reopening, as it were, of the school. Guys, it was greatly appreciated, so thank you ever so much. I've got a couple of beers in the fridge and my other snacks are there as well. So a huge thank you to Mike Sadler and Alison and Eve as well. Mike Sadler, not only one of the best left backs I've ever had the pleasure of playing with, he's also an absolute gentleman as well. So thank you to the Sadlers for that. Lorraine Small were Patience of a Saint last week, Mr. White. The Wilsons playing live this week, and night off for Lorraine. It was Patience of a Saint is one way of putting it, Lorraine. Mark Graham, one-man band, love it. Top centre half, top man, Mark Graham. Karen Shanklin says hi to the Broughton Wombats. Dave Penrice says the connection's looking all right. We're joined by the McMinn family again tonight. Hopefully we can take down the Smiths. So it looks like we've got some battles on our hands. Well, the Hannah teams are half the Hannah team are in tonight. The Nicholsons are in the house as well. Des, Alison, and Maddie Wright are also with us. The windmills are going, and the Wi-Fi looks okay. So let's see if we can make a start now. We are round to shout out to Chad's dad up. He's on the Baileys, says Ian Buchanan. I wonder if he is. Jane and Ian in Bolton celebrating their 27th wedding anniversary, joining in with the quiz. Well, it has been said there's no finer way to spend your wedding anniversary than joining in with the Cockermouth Cricket Club virtual pub quiz. After our huge billing in the Times and Star last Friday, the worldwide pitbull style quizmaster, as Ian Buchanan termed it, was quite the butt of the jokes. So good of the Times and Star to build it up like that, wasn't it? Be taking over from Bradley Walsh next. So anyhow, Mike Sadler says, thanks for the fantastic comments. I'll pay you later. I only speak the truth, Mike. I only speak the truth, my man. Let's have a look. Carl Thompson says, not worth any more points though, Mike. Yes, I can. Alfie Penrice and Isabel White had their birthdays this week. And Dave Penrice says, can you wish them both a happy birthday? I hope you had great days in these very, very different times for birthdays that we've got currently with us. Hope you enjoyed it as best you can. I know Isabel did. We had a sleepover in the living room. Well, sleepover by definition in the sense that there was no sleep. We were just all over the living room. So they had a great time nonetheless. So I hope Alfie did as well. That's my nephew just round the corner from us here. Okay, so without further ado, you will need, and it's down to 8:15, which is when we traditionally start the quiz. You will need 4 pieces of paper or 4 sides of paper, and you will need your pen. We will read through each of the questions, and there are 20 per round, and each round is worth 25 marks. There are 4 rounds, so at the end of the quiz, you will have a total out of 100 marks. All right, we have had some great scores, and we have had some great improvements in plays, and that's what it's all about. We've had some good shout-outs, we've had some good fun, And this could possibly be the penultimate quiz if schools do go back, and I have to dedicate more of my sort of time to actually being in the school building rather than working from home, and it's going to be a little bit more restrictive on time. So we'll see what happens next week, but it could be the penultimate quiz, but we shall see what happens. Okay, so yeah, 20 questions per round, 25 marks per round. We read each question through once, we read them through again, and we do the answers. Then we have a little bit of a break so you can get yourself some refreshments of whatever variety tickles your fancy, and then we will get on with the next round. You are free to send messages in, shout outs, birthday shout outs, anything like that, and we will give you a bit of a yell. We've got visitors from Holland, we've got visitors from Rawtenstall, Brentwood, we've got West Hampstead. Any further away than that gets a bonus point. So let's get cracking with the first round, which is our general knowledge round, and we will start at the right place, which is question number 1. Question number 1. Which part of a prison is often referred to as the chow hall? Question number 1. Which part of a prison is often referred to as the chow hall? I don't know this from experience, by the way. I read it. Question number 2. Deniers are a measure commonly used in which clothing item? Question number 2. Deniers are a measure commonly used in which clothing item? But Gary Denham gets this one right. Seen him in a few pairs of these. Question number 3. A nickel is worth how many US cents? Question number 3. A nickel is worth how many US cents? Question number 4, and this is a 2-mark question. It's the first of your 2-mark questions for this evening. Which of these products are Cadbury's? And there are 2 of them. A, double decker. B, Milky Bar. C, a Bounty. D, a Snickers. And E, a finger of fudge. Which of these products, and there are 2 of them, are Cadbury's products? A, a double decker. B, a Milky Bar. C, a Bounty. D, a Snickers. And E, a finger of fudge. Gary said he got the answer to question 2 before Elaine did. I thought he might. What a scamp. Question number 5. A burrito is a dish which originated in which country? Question number 5. A burrito is a dish which originated in which country? Question number 6. A gaggle is a collective noun used to describe a group of which animals? Question number 6. A gaggle is a collective noun used to describe a group of which animals? Question number 7. How many letters are there in the Greek alphabet? Are there A, 22, B, 23, C, 24, or D, 25? Question 7. How many letters are there in the Greek alphabet? Is it A, 22, B, 23, C, 24, or D, 25? Question number 8 is your second 2-mark question of the evening. Which Dutch artist painted sunflowers, and which part of his body did he famously chop off? Question number 8. Which Dutch artist painted sunflowers, And which part of his body did he famously chop off? Question number 9. Molson and Labatt Blue are two top-selling beers from which country? Question number 9. Molson and Labatt Blue are two top-selling beers from which country? And question 10 brings us to the halfway point of the first round. A carpenter, an apidae, a honey, an andrena, and a bumble are all types of what? Question number 10. A carpenter, an apidae, a honey, an andrena, and a bumble are all type of what? Okay. So, Craig Myatt down in Bury with Colette says, happy birthday, Dominic Lightfoot, for tomorrow. Happy birthday, Dom. Carl Thompson says he's got one. I'm not sure which one it was, but he got it. Jenny Knott said the knots are ready. Now you've got the comments down the side of the page, Jenny. Once Jonathan's had a couple, there'll be a few flying in there. Ian Thompson sent me a high five, I think, by the looks of that little emoji. So that's very kind. Okay, question number 11. A royal flush is the best hand you can get in which game? Question 11. A royal flush is the best hand you can get in which game? No, you don't have to be specific about which side for question number 8. Just the appendage. Well, hope you have a good day. Thought that was a message, but somebody just gave me kudos on me Zwift ride from earlier. Should knock that off. Okay, question number 12 is a 2-mark question. Listen to the name carefully. I'll try my best to get the pronunciation right. It's a bit of a belter, this one. Okay, question 12. Srimaro Bandaranaike was the first elected female what in the world? In which country was she the first elected female what of? Question 12, 2-mark question, listen carefully. Srimara Bandaranaike was the first elected female what in the world? And which country was she the first elected female what of? Her name is Srimara Bandaranaike. She led the way for ladies in this particular role. You might have heard of cricketers with similar sounding surnames if you're a fan of cricket. Might give you a bit of a clue, for the country at least. Question number 13. Between the years 2008 and 2016, our Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, served which role? Question 13. Between 2008 and 2016, our Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, served which role? No, it's not bacon and sausage. Angela compared my fashion choices yesterday to those of Boris Johnson's running outfit when I went around Buttermere in a pair of Bermuda shorts and a coloured t-shirt that didn't quite match. She said I looked like Boris Johnson when he went out jogging. He was obviously the icon I was striving for with my choices yesterday. Question number 14. Founded in 1857 and still going today, which is Britain's oldest car manufacturer? Question 14. Founded in 1857 and still going today, which is Britain's oldest car manufacturer? Dom's little cousin, little Dom, his cousin Charlotte says happy birthday. She's obviously forgotten to post your card, I think, Dom. And Jenny said Jonathan will be here if that's good. It's only 20 past 8 though, there's still about an hour and a half to go yet. Okay, question number 15 is a 2-mark question. Which Cumbrian town is the UK's largest nuclear submarine building plant? And up until 1974, what county was the town in? Question number 15 is a 2-mark question. Which Cumbrian town is the UK's largest nuclear submarine building plant in? And up until 1974, which county was the town in? 1974 was the year that Cumberland and Westmoreland merged into the one county, Cumbria, and it also incorporated other areas from this third county. yeah, I like that. Eve Hills knows that one. Okay, question number 16. In a school or a military setting, what would people do on a mufti day? Question 16. In a school or a military setting, what would people do on a mufti day? Ian Buchanan's, he's just sent in his classification and clarification on that. It's not for public consumption, but it's very funny. Question number 17. What traditional instrument is associated with Indigenous Australians or the Aboriginal people? Question 17. What traditional instrument is associated with the Indigenous Australians or Aboriginal people? Craig Myatt says 1974 ABBA won Eurovision. With Making Your Mind Up. And they certainly did. Mum says I'm cooking on gas tonight, not to read out Bukes' classification of that last question, number 15. So I'm cooking on gas. There we go. Thanks, Mum. Question 18. From which animal does the meat venison come from? Question 18. From which animal does the meat venison come from? I can hear her repeating in the living room. I wondered who was talking to Angela. I thought she had a fella around. It's me repeating the question in the living room. Question 19 is a 2-mark question. It says, Sky Sports show the majority of English Premier League matches live on their channels, but which other 2 platforms or channels can you watch live EPL football on? Question 19, 2-mark question. Sky Sports show the majority of English Premier League matches live on their Sky Sports channels, but which other 2 platforms or channels can you watch live EPL football on? Got a message through from Penny and Stephen, who are asking me to wish Freddie a very happy 11th birthday tomorrow. I'm sure Joey will be up early in the morning to give you a birthday hug, Freddie. Hope you have a great day and look forward to seeing you at rugby again soon once the pandemic sort of manages to work itself away. So have a great day tomorrow, Freddie. Question 20, final question for this round. Morphine is a painkiller derived from which naturally found family? And it's not the Glaswegians. Question 20. Morphine is a painkiller derived from which naturally found family? Okay, let's have a quick run through of the first round before we do the answers. Question 1. Which part of a prison is often referred to as the chow hall? Question 2. One for Gary Denham. Deniers are a measure commonly used in which clothing item? Question 3, a nickel is worth how many US cents? Question 4, 2-mark question. Which of these products are Cadbury's? 2 of them are. Double Decker, Milky Bar, Bounty, Snickers, or a finger of fudge? Question 5, a burrito is a dish which originated in which country? Question 6, a gaggle is a collective noun used to describe a group of which animals? Question 7, how many letters are there in the Greek alphabet? Is it A22? Is it B23? C24 or D25? And question 8, 2-mark question. Which Dutch artist painted sunflowers? And which part of his body did he famously chop off? Question 9, Molson and Labatt Blue are 2 top-selling beers in which country? Question 10, a carpenter, an happy day, a honey, an andrainer, and a bumble are all types of what? 11, a royal flush is the best hand you can get in which game? 12 is a 2-mark question. Srimara Bandaranaike was the first elected female what? And of which country was she the first elected female what of? Question 13, between 2008 and 2016, our Prime Minister Boris Johnson served which role? 14, founded in 1857 in London and still going strong today, which is Britain's oldest car manufacturer? I've had one of these. Question 15, 2-mark question. Which Cumbrian town is the UK's largest nuclear submarine building plant in? And up until 1974, which county was the town a part of? Question 16, in a school or military setting, what would people do on a mufti day? It's a great word, that, mufti day. Question 17, what traditional instrument is associated with the Indigenous or Aboriginal people of Australia? Question 18, from which animal does the meat venison come from? 19 is a 2-mark question. Sky Sports show the majority of English Premier League football matches, but what two other platforms can you watch English Premier League football matches on? And a dodgy fire stick is not one of the answers. Question 20, final question for this round. Morphine is a painkiller derived from which naturally found family? Okay. Answers for round 1, before we have a brief intermission for me to go and visit the little boys' room and grab some more refreshments to give you guys the chance to do the same. So, honesty is appreciated. Here we go. Question 1, which part of a prison is often referred to as the chow hall? It's the canteen or the food area. Question 1 is the canteen or the food area. Chow is food. Question 2, deniers are a measure commonly used in which clothing item? It's tights. Some of the people who end up eating in the chow hall probably wear them over the face to rob various places. A bit of a link there, unintentional. Question 3, a nickel is worth how many US cents? It's 5. A nickel is worth 5 cents. Question 4 is a 2-mark question. Which of these 2 products are Cadbury's? Well, it's A, double-decker, and E, a finger of fudge. It's just enough to give your kids a treat. Bit random to text on a Friday night at 8:30 with instructions of what to do if I'm attending a surgery appointment, but topical nonetheless. Question 5, a burrito is a dish which originated in which country? It's Mexico. Number 5, Mexico. Number 6, a gaggle is a collective noun to describe a group of which animals? They are geese. A gaggle of geese. Number 6. Number 7, how many letters are there in the Greek alphabet? There are 24 letters in the Greek alphabet. That was C, 24. Question 8 is a 2-mark question. Which Dutch artist painted sunflowers? Well, it was Vincent van Gogh, or Van Gogh. And which part of his body did he famously chop off? He chopped off his ear whilst drunk and having an argument with somebody, and also committed suicide at the age of 37 as well in Paris. It's quite a sad life. Van Gogh suffered with depression, so yeah, unfortunate ending for him. Question 9, Molson and Labatt Blue are 2 top-selling beers from which country? It is Canada. Question 9 is Canada. Question 10, a carpenter, an happy day, a honey or an andrainer, and a bumble are all types of bee. Question 10, they're all bees. Question 11, a royal flush is the best hand you can get in which game? It's poker. Either version of poker before anybody asks. Question 12, 2-mark question. Srimara Bandaranaike, pronunciation on point for that one, was the first elected female what? She was the first elected female prime minister or leader of a country. So prime minister or leader of a country, and she was Sri Lankan. Question 12, prime minister or Sri Lankan. Question 13, between 2008 and 2016, Boris Johnson served which role? He was the mayor of London. He was the mayor of London. He was also an MP, I guess, but he was a mayor of London primarily. 14, founded in 1857 and still going strong today, which is Britain's oldest car manufacturer, invented by a Scotsman in Vauxhall, London in 1857. The company is Vauxhall. For number 14. 15, two-mark question. Which Cumbrian town is the UK's largest nuclear submarine building plant located in? It is Barrow. And up until 1974, the town was in Lancashire. 15 is Barrow and Lancashire. 16, in a school or military setting, what would people do on a mufti day? They would wear their own clothes, or a non-uniform day. Question number 16. Mufti day means wear your own clothes, or a non-uniform day. Question 17. What traditional instrument is associated with the Indigenous or Aboriginal people of Australia? It's the didgeridoo. Question 18. From which animal does the meat venison come from? Most commonly from deer. That's the animal, not the price. It's relatively competitive price-wise. Question 19. Two-mark question. Sky Sports shows a majority of English Premier League football matches live, but what two other platforms show them as well? It's BT Sport and Amazon Prime. 19 is BT Sport and Amazon Prime. No marks for dodgy fire sticks. BT Sport or Amazon Prime, 1 mark for each, or 2 marks in total for question 19. And finally, for round 1, brings us to a nice close for a little break. Morphine is a painkiller derived from which naturally found family? It is the opium or opiate family. Opium or opiate family for question 20. Okay, those 20 questions will give you a total number of marks for round 1 of 25. So you can count those up. If you want to fire those in, you can do so now. If you want to wait till halfway point, you can do it then. If you don't want to do it at all, it's entirely up to you. Phones are open. The messages are up down the side of the page. I'm going to nip to the loo and grab myself a drink, and we will resume in a couple of minutes. So, see you soon. We've got a 24 in already. That was quick. That was the hills, 24. Definitely picked up 2 marks on the barrow bit. There we go. I'll just put that down there for you all. I'm going to knock a light on as well because it's a bit dark in here. There we are, that's better. Well, it's all going on at Casa White tonight. Angela's just gone upstairs in the interval there to find Isabel covering herself in a £25 hula makeup. So there's something we'll have to sort out afterwards and maybe put somewhere a little bit higher. Okay, let's have a look and see what we've got coming in. Karen Shanklin and Mike, 23 for them. Lorraine Smallwood, 21. The umpires, 23. Safe down this end of the YouTube camera, away from Michael Dawson's finger, ruining my Saturday afternoon. Min Penrice is 20. See, Cal, you were starting a bit slowly, but you got going. Burraball, 21. Kevin Walsh, 17. Craig and Colette, 20 for them. Jeff Lobb, 23 for Jeff and Linda, carrying on the confidence from the musical performance into the quiz. The Horsley Wilkinsons, 22 out of 25. Oh, Ian Thompson, me and the Captain Morgan, 20. Like it. The Knots, 18. Put around for Jenny and Jonathan. 23 for the Go Lightleys. Let's have a look and see what we've got coming on the text. 24 from the Wombats, 18. Battery about to die. I thought it was my phone. 20 for Anne and John, through at Dean. Close with some, but not close enough. 22 out of 25 for Mike and Alison Sadler and Eve. Solid start. Okay, what else have we got here? Let's have a little gander. 21 out of 25 for John and Judy Smythe and family. Solid. My mum got 18. Well done, Mum. That's a good effort, that, on your own. 23 for Ben and Sam and the kids down in Brentwood. Jane, Ian, Caitlin and Steph got 21. There's a lot of scores around the 20 mark here. Father-in-law's done well there with 21. It's a good effort, that. Let's have a look via SMS. 22 for the Askews. 23 for Brian Golightly. 22 for the Allports. 24 for the Yoxalls. Let's give Jan a couple of extra minutes to get back from the kitchen. She'll have been preparing something quite exotic, no doubt, in the interval. No internet issues yet this week. Let's hope not. Susanna Martin, 23, well done. And 23 for the Denhams as well, including Olivia and Leighton and Elaine. And Gary in his tights. 22 for the Nicholsons. 22 for the Particle Monkeys. 24 for the Sale of Two Cities. 23 for the Addicots. 23 and no Baileys for Dad tonight, unfortunately, says Chad. 24 for the Hills. If anyone is attending a surgery appointment, please wear face covering at all times and observe the 2-metre social distancing rule. Oh, that's not somebody doing the quiz. That's from my doctor's surgery. Mrs. Cam's here on her own for now in a windswept South Shields. Okay. Time for let's have a look. We've got a few more coming in down here. Palace Shield. Mike used to play for Fylde. Am I a batsman or a bowler, or is he a batsman or a bowler? If you happen to batting, I'm assuming he's a batsman. Yeah, I'm a batsman, top order batsman, Mike. By trade. I don't do so much bowling these days. I wicket kept for a lot of years for Netherfield and for Cockermouth, but yeah, primarily a batsman, top order batsman. And Mark Grimm says, happy birthday to Donnie Janet for Wednesday. Hope you have a good day, Janet. All right, so our second round is entertainment, etc. And the etc. is because it's entertainment of a variety of things, really. So let's just see how we all get on with it now. There should be no rustling noise this week. A few people picked up on a rustling noise last week, and that was because I think I had the questions on the actual laptop and the microphone was picking up the vibrations of the paper. It seems very sensitive. So this week it's to the sides. It's the left-hand page, so I'm going to have to look a little bit further to the side, so you'll probably see how big my nose is while I'm looking to the side. But, you know, some people think it's a bit of an affliction to have a big nose, but actually it's quite nice to wake up in the morning and smell the coffee. In Brazil. Yeah, so if you do happen to see me from the side and you think it's a bit big, there's not a lot I can do about it until I get it sorted out once I finish playing sports. Okay, so round 2 is entertainment, etc. Same billing, 20 questions, 25 marks. I'll let you know when it's a 2-mark question. And yeah, let's just go for it. I'm going to try and switch you over this side. So over there. Oh, that works, I think. Okay, so round 2, question 1. Suzanne Collins' books provide the backdrop for which film trilogy? Question 1. Suzanne Collins' books provide the backdrop for which film trilogy? Question number 2. Which actress links There's Something About Mary, The Mask, Bad Teacher, and Charlie's Angels? Question 2. Which actress links There's Something About Mary, The Mask, Bad Teacher, and Charlie's Angels? Craig Myers, happy to be beating a Lightfoot gang. Craig, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Come on. Keep that in until the end. Okay, question number 3. Which 1961 film starring Audrey Hepburn won 2 Academy Awards and 1 Golden Globe? Question number 3. Which 1961 film starring Audrey Hepburn won 2 Academy Awards and 1 Golden Globe? I can't remember who released the song with the title of the film. I can't remember which band it was, back in the 90s, I think. Okay, question number 4 is your first 2-mark question of round 2. What screen name was given to the female star of The Graduate, and which artist wrote the theme song for the film? Question number 4. What screen name was given to the female star of The Graduate, and which artist wrote the theme song for the film? Deep Blue Something. There we are. It was Deep Blue Something. Eve Hills. Thank you for that. That might help you with question number 3. And yeah, always, if you say something, somebody will always text in. It's great, that. So yeah, number 4. What screen name was given to the female star of The Graduate, and which artist wrote the theme song for the film? Very, very famous song. If you haven't got it, you will kick yourself when you hear it. Question number 5. Which park has appeared in more films than any other, and which city is the park in? And that's a 2-mark question. Question number 5. Which park has appeared in more films than any other, and in which city is the park in? It is the most commonly used setting for a film in history. Yeah, Bukes, you're right. That song was an absolute tune. Yeah, I'll agree with you. We don't share musical tastes necessarily, but I would agree with you on that one. Question number 6. In which city is The Simpsons set in? Question number 6. In which city is The Simpsons set in? Cameron would definitely get that, but he's upstairs reading. It's not Fitz Park. Oh, it's not Fitz Park in Keswick, Bukes. I tried to use a question for that, but Keswick Keith wouldn't let me for copyright reasons. Been the reminder next week. Question number 7. Roy's Rolls was a cafe in which soap opera? Question 7. Roy's Rolls was a cafe in which soap opera? Might still be. I don't know. Don't watch it. It's not Harris Park either. Oh, it's got to be. It's not. Close. Close. I think it's 271st on the list, but it's close. Question number 8 is a 2-mark question. 2 incredibly gifted mathematicians have co-hosted Countdown. Who are they? Question 8 is a 2-mark question. 2 incredibly gifted mathematicians have co-hosted Countdown. Who are they? 1 mark for each. 2 main ones. People have stood in it, obviously. But who are the 2 main ones? Question number 9. Who hosted The Generation Game, Play Your Cards Right, The Price is Right, and Strictly Come Dancing? Question 9. Who hosted The Generation Game, Play Your Cards Right, The Price is Right, and Strictly Come Dancing? No longer with us, but what a career. Oh, it's not Jonathan Knott for Countdown. I can see him in that role, though. He'd love that. One of the marker pens on a board. Not he'd be in his element with that. Question number 10. Which actor links the following? Friends, Entourage, Will and Grace, and Intelligence. Question 10. Which actor links the following? Friends, Entourage, Will and Grace, and Intelligence. The last one looks quite funny. I've not watched it, but I've seen the adverts on Sky. It looks very, very funny. Might give it a go. Question number 11. What does the acronym HDD stand for in computing? Question number 11. What does the acronym HDD stand for in computing? Question 12. 2-mark question. Which popular 80s cartoon duo advertise moneysupermarket.com? Question 12 is a 2-mark question. Which popular 80s cartoon duo advertised moneysupermarket.com? I had the figures growing up, not in my 20s, but as I was a kid. Brilliant. Absolutely loved that program. Question 13. Shadow is the arch rival of which famous video game character? Question 13. Shadow is the arch rival of which famous video game character? Got anything coming in? Shout out to the Dickinsons and the Holidays. A big shout out to you guys. Hope you're having a good Friday night doing the quiz, enjoying yourselves. Question number 14. Complete the advertising slogan. It's all because the lady loves what? Question 14. Complete the advertising slogan. All because the lady loves what does she love? Question number 15. Which company, which launched in 1994, started selling CDs, books, computers, and videos, and has now diversified to being a worldwide corporation? Question 15. Which company, which launched in 1994, selling 5 main products, CDs, books, computers, and videos, has now diversified to being a worldwide corporation? Sell everything now. Question 16. Which energy drink is said to give you wings? Question 16. Which energy drink is said to give you wings? Question 17. Which fast food is said to be finger-licking good? Question 17. Which fast food is said to be finger-licking good? Question 18. What is said to be the best a man can get? Question 18. What is said to be the best a man can get? Question 19. A 2-mark question. It's your final 2-mark question for this round. Well, that is Mum. Mum's just sent me a message with a G on it. Question 19. Which food delivery service launched in 2013 and in which UK city did it launch in? Question 19. Which food delivery service launched in the year 2013 and in which UK city did it launch in? I only used it for the first time. Well, I didn't actually, but used it for the first time in February. Thought better of it, my mum says. I'm not sure what she was thinking, but she'll tell me after, no doubt. Question 20, your final question for this round. Modern Warfare, 1, 2, and 3, World at War, and Black Ops are in which computer game series and video game? Question 20, Modern Warfare, 1, 2, and 3, World at War, and Black Ops are all part of which computer and video game series? Okay. So that completes round 2. We'll now have a quick read through and then we'll go over the answers before our halfway point, and then you will have a mark out of 50 so far. And let's see where we are. It was really close after the first round. So question 1, Suzanne Collins' books provide the backdrop for which film trilogy? It is, the books are brilliant and the films are good too. Question 2, which actress links There's Something About Mary, The Mask, Bad Teacher, and Charlie's Angels? Question 3, which 1961 film starring Audrey Hepburn won 2 Academy Awards and 1 Golden Globe? Question 4 is a 2-mark question. What screen name was given to the female star of The Graduate, and which artist wrote the theme song for the film? Question 5 is also a 2-mark question. Which park has appeared in more films than any other? It's not Vulcan's Lane in Workington. No, it's not. And in which city is that park located? Question 6, in which city is The Simpsons set in? Question 7, Roy's Rolls was or is, not sure, a cafe in which soap opera? Might still be. I'm sure a fanatic will be able to let me know. Question 8 is a 2-mark question, so your third 2-mark question for round 2. 2 gifted mathematicians have co-hosted Countdown. Who are they? Ian Thompson. UK TV adverts. They're not UK, some of them are worldwide, these ones. Ian, there's some worldwide ones on there, the adverts. Where are we? Question number 9. Who hosted The Generation Game, Play Your Cards Right, The Price is Right, and Strictly Come Dancing? Absolute legend. Question 10. Which actor links Friends, Entourage, Will and Grace, and Intelligence? Question 11. What does the acronym HDD stand for in computing? Question 12, 2-mark question. Which popular 80s cartoon duo advertised for moneysupermarket.com? Oh, he's got Roy's Rolls, he thinks. He does actually know that one. You'll have done better than you think, Ian, I bet. Question 13. Shadow is the arch rival of which famous video game character? 14. Complete the advertising slogan. All because the lady loves. 15. Which company launched in 1994 selling 5 products mainly, CDs, books, computers and videos, and has now diversified to being a worldwide corporation, sells pretty much everything from everywhere and anywhere in between. Question 16. Which energy drink is said to give you wings? 17. Which fast food is said to be finger-licking good? 18. What is said to be the best a man can get? 19. 2-mark question. Which food delivery service launched in 2013 and in which UK city did it launch in? And your final question for round 2. Modern Warfare 1, 2 and 3, World at War and Black Ops are in which popular computer or video game series? Okay, here's your answers for round 2, entertainment, etc. Question 1, Suzanne Collins' books provide the backdrop for which film trilogy? It's Hunger Games. Question 1, Hunger Games. Question 2, which actress links There's Something About Mary, The Mask, Bad Teacher and Charlie's Angels? It's Cameron Diaz. Question 2 is Cameron Diaz. Question 3, which 1961 film starring Audrey Hepburn won 2 Academy Awards and 1 Golden Globe? It is Breakfast at Tiffany's. Question 3, Breakfast at Tiffany's. Great song by Deep Blue Something as well. Thanks, Eve, for that. Bukes loves that song. Question 4, 2-mark question. What screen name was given to the female star of The Graduate? It was Mrs. Robinson. And which artist wrote the theme song for the film? It was Paul Simon. That's the one. Question 5, 2-mark question. Which park has appeared in more films than any other? It is Central Park, and it is in New York City for question 5. Your 2 marks there. Question 6, in which city is The Simpsons set in? It's set in Springfield. Question 6 is Springfield. 7, Roy's Rolls was a cafe in which soap opera? Might still be, not sure. Coronation Street. Question 7, Roy's Rolls. Who was he married to? He was married to, what was she called? Oh, I can't remember. Question 8, 2-mark question. 2 gifted mathematicians have co-hosted Countdown. Who are they? Carol Vorderman, of course, and Rachel Riley. 1 mark for each. Carol Vorderman and Rachel Riley for question 8. Haley, that's right, thanks Karen. Haley, it was Haley. I knew it was right on the tip of my tongue. Haley. Haley was Roy's wife. Question 11, no. Question 10, no. Question 9. Question 9, who hosted The Generation Game? Play Your Cards Right, The Price is Right, and Strictly Come Dancing? It was, of course, the magnificent Bruce Forsyth. Question 9, Bruce Forsyth. What a guy. Worked right the way up until his death. Question 10, which actor linked Friends, Entourage, Will and Grace, and Intelligence? David Schwimmer. It's still Roy's Rolls. Thanks, Pat. Pat Askew tells me it's still Roy's Rolls. Does Roy still own it? And is Hayley still his partner? That's the next question. Question 10, David Schwimmer. Question 11, what does the acronym HDD stand for in computing? Hard disk drive. Question 11, hard disk drive. Question 12, two-mark question. Which popular 80s cartoon duo advertised moneysupermarket.com? It is He-Man and Skeletor. He-Man and Skeletor for question 12. 1 mark for each. Question 13, Shadow is the arch rival of which famous video game character? It's Sonic the Hedgehog. Question 13, Sonic the Hedgehog. Question 14, complete the advertising slogan. All because the lady loves milk tray. Question number 14 is milk tray. Karen Shankar says, how long is it since you watched Corrie? I honestly can't remember the last time I saw an episode of it. I would say at least 25 years since I last actually saw it on my screen. Something like that. I know you like those soap operas, Karen, especially Corrie. Question 15. Which company launched in 1994 selling 5 main products, CDs, books, computers, videos, etc., and is now diversified to being a worldwide corporation? 15 is Amazon. Oh, Hayley's died. Sad to hear that. Sorry, Hayley, I didn't realise that she passed away. So, unfortunately for Hayley, she's no longer part of Roy's Rolls. Question number 15 was Amazon. 16, which energy drink is said to give you wings? It's Red Bull. 16 is Red Bull. 17, which fast food is said to be finger-licking good? Possibly debatable. It's KFC or Kentucky Fried Chicken. Question 17. Question 18, what is said to be the best a man can get? Well, it's Gillette or a Gillette razor for question 18. Gillette or Gillette razor. 19, your final 2-mark question for round 2. And the question is, which food delivery service launched in 2013 and in which UK city did it launch in? Well, the delivery service is Deliveroo, and it was launched in London in 2013. The final question for round 2, which will give you a total of 25 marks. Modern Warfare 1, 2, 3, World at War and Black Ops are part of which computer or video game series? It is the Call of Duty series. Gary Dennis, I'd rather have a leg off than watch Coronation Street. So Jane Laidlaw says I should get a razor. That's true. I have got one. It's upstairs. I do the bits that are up here and down there with it. I miss the bits that are in between. Shave my legs for cycling though. No, I don't really. But no, I don't like to be clean shaven. To be perfectly honest, I like to have a little bit of stubble. There's a bit too much on there at the moment. Okay, so that will give you a total of 50 marks so far at the halfway point, and we are bang on time. It's almost like we've done this before. Time-wise, count them up. Let me nip to the loo and grab another drink, and then we will reassemble, check over some scores, have a bit of a crack, and then we'll move on to round 3. Okay, I'll see you in a couple of minutes. All right, let's have a little look. See what we've got coming in down the side of the screen. Karen and Mike, 42 total so far. Michael Dawson, umpires, 47 out of 50. Don't worry, I'm going to give you out halfway through the third round, so you'll just have to watch everyone else for the rest of the day, Michael. Burraball, 42 in total. Penrice McMinns, looking good on 42. Karen Shanklin, we need the sports round. Well, don't worry, Karen, I don't like to disappoint, and I won't. It is round next. Lightfoot's 40 so far. Lorraine Smallwood, the same, 40 so far. Jenny Knott, woohoo, 22, 40 out of 50. Up there and competing. Ian Thompson, boom, 18, told you, 38. And you've got the sports round to come next. And then the last round as well. Kevin Walsh, 17, gives me 34. At least I'm consistently bad. Don't put yourself down, Kevin. That's our job. Craig Meyer, 18 for us. Jonathan Knott says, we've got 53 out of 50 so far because I'm good at maths. Georgia Horsley Wilkinson, 24 out of 25, back in the game. Carl Thompson, 34 overall. Jeff Lobb, 19 last round, 42 for Jeff and Linda. Karen says, where's the entertainment crew tonight? Well, Cam's reading Anthony Horowitz upstairs, and Isabel's using Angela's makeup and making herself look very beautiful at great expense to me and Angela. So that's where they are. Kevin Moore says, at least I'm joined. Last one we knocked, so I haven't been through the phone yet. So let's have a look and see what we've got here. Golightly's 44. Notty with his 53 out of 50. Good effort that. 44 for the Nicholsons. 44 after round 2 for Steph and Jane. Congrats to Jane and Ian on their wedding anniversary. And good luck to Ian, who retires soon. The Bruffs, 39 out of 50. Top effort tonight. Oh, goodness, I pressed the wrong button. 35 for the Dickinsons and the Holidays. So look, 45 for the Allports. Great effort tonight. Well done. Sliding 20 from the Yoxalls, 44 overall so far. 24 for the Hills again. I make that 48 out of 50 for you guys. And that puts you in the lead, I think. No pressure. 21 for the Addicots, 44 overall. 45 for the Party Pool Monkeys. 24 again for the Sale of Two Cities. We're beating the umpires, but you are tying with the Hills. 43 overall for Chad and family. Chad Pearson, great effort. Jane says I should get a razor. That was the one from before. Okay, let's have a look and see what else we've got on WhatsApp. Fiona says I've got shorts on. Yeah, I told her. I do the quiz with clothing on the top half only, just as a little treat for myself. But she's seen my shorts as I've gone upstairs. 20 out of 25 for the Smithies. That's 41 out of 50 overall. 20 out of 25 for the Wombats. That's 44 overall. Give me them overall, guys. I'm having to do the maths here myself. 18 for my father and mother-in-law through at Dean, Anne and John. 38. Fall from Grace from the Smiths, 42 out of 50. 45 for my cousin Ben down in Brentwood. 21 for Janie and Caitlin and Steph. I think that's 42 for you guys. 40 so far for Mike Sadler and Alison and Eve. That's a good effort. Gary, 23. And I'm not sure what his second round score was for the Denhams. Okay. Right, yeah, that looks like we're up to speed in terms of our scores. Mother says she's got 34 and she's on her own. So well done, Mum. Good effort from you. All on your own. Round 3 is the sport round. This is where it for some people it goes well. Some people it doesn't go so well. But that's just part and parcel of it. You can make it up on the 4th round. So without further ado, bring on the sport, says Kevin, and I'm inclined to do just that, Kevin, with your 3rd round, question 1. Here it is. Just give you a chance to get your pencils ready. Okie dokie. Question 1. On the 1st of May 1994, which Brazilian Formula 1 driver died whilst leading the San Marino Grand Prix? Question 1. On the 1st of May 1994, which Brazilian Formula 1 driver died while leading the San Marino Grand Prix? Can't believe it was 1994. It feels like yesterday. Oh, Roy still owns it on his own. Oh, that's good. He's keeping Haley's candle burning there then. Okay, question 2. 2-mark question. Which major football event was scheduled to take place tomorrow afternoon? And which 2 teams competed last year's final? Question 2. 2-mark question. Which major football event was scheduled to take place tomorrow afternoon? And which 2 teams competed in last year's final? It was a bit of a rout, to say the very least. If it had been a boxing match, it'd have been stopped after about 5 minutes. Okay, question number 3. Which horse is the only horse to win the Grand National 3 times? Question 3. Which is the only horse to win the Grand National 3 times? Question number 4. 2-mark question. Since 1977, the Snooker World Championship has been held in which theatre, and in which large Yorkshire city is the theatre located? Question number 4, 2-mark question. Since 1977, the Snooker World Championship has been held in which theatre, and in which large Yorkshire city is the theatre located? Harriet, 47. I hope that the buffering is better than last week for you, Harriet. I know you're having a nightmare with it. So 47 out of 50 is a top effort. I think we've got 2 47s and a 48, or we're looking good in terms of scores this week. It's been tremendous. Okay, question 5. This will separate the field a little. Which piece of fruit is found at the top of the Wimbledon men's tennis trophy? Question 5. Which piece of fruit is found at the top of the Wimbledon men's tennis trophy? If anyone gets that, I've been impressed. No, it's not Andy Murray's plums. Question number 6. A turkey, a spare, and a gutter ball are terms from which sport? Question number 6. A turkey, a spare, and a gutter ball are terms from which sport? Craig, now you're starting to turn nasty now. You said at least we don't have to suffer last week's shirt. There's absolutely nothing wrong with last week's shirt. Thank you very much. Okay, question number 7. Which major golf tournament takes place at Augusta National Golf Club? Question number 7. Which major golf tournament takes place at the Augusta National Golf Club? Ian Thompson said he's dressed as the milk tray man. Well, I could be. Yeah. Pair of black trousers on. Go swinging in through ladies' bedroom windows with me crampons and me ropes. Deliver a box of milk tray and black gloves. Not sure you get away with that kind of thing these days. Question number 8. If you pot a red and then the pink, how many points would you score in snooker? Question number 8. If you potted the red and then the pink, how many points would you score in snooker? Ian says that's enough. That's what he did though. I remember a snowy scene and he's come in through the window and leaves a box of chocolates. Not sure Andrew would be too happy if I swung off the gable end in through the window at night and dropped her a box of chocolates on the bedside table. Question number 9. Which county cricket club plays its home games at Lords? Question number 9. Which county cricket club plays its home games at Lords? If you've ever been, if you haven't, it is the most beautiful cricket ground going. Question number 10 is a 2-mark question. Name the only 2 positions which can score at netball. I knew that was coming, and I knew who that was coming from, and he knows that I know that. Question number 10, and it was nothing to do with this question. 2-mark question. Name the only 2 positions which can score at netball. It's to do with the snooker question, question 8. Question number 11. The Dallas Stars play which sport? Question 11. The Dallas Stars play which sport? He did, Gary. Gary says the military man wore a black polo neck. He did. He's just messaged something similar as well. It's terrible. I'm not putting another snooker question in. Question number 12. In which country was great British athlete Mo Farah born? Mike must have read my mind, Mrs. Shanklin, if he's just told you that joke. I'm assuming, given the nature that you think it might be crude, yeah, he's probably got the same one that I've just been sent. Question 12. In which country was great British athlete Mo Farah born? Question number 13. Which Frenchman scored the first ever hat-trick in the English Premier League? Question 13. Which Gallus Frenchman scored the first English Premier League hat-trick? He was some player. Question 14. In which sport do teams compete for the World Series? Question 14. In which sport do teams compete for the World Series? Question 15. I didn't know this one until I looked it up today. This is a cracker, this. I feel a bit sorry for them, not too much. How many times have France been losers in the Rugby World Cup final? Is it A, 2, is it B, 3, or C, 4? 15. How many times have France been losers in the Rugby World Cup final? Is it A, 2, B, 3, or C, 4? Sacre bleu. Question 16 is a 2-mark question. Your penultimate 2-mark question of this round. The 2 managers with 828 and 810 games respectively who have managed most English Premier League games are who? The 2 managers who've managed 828 and 810 games respectively in the English Premier League are who? Who are they? That's 1,638 games between them. But who are they? Question 17. Which swimmer has won the most Olympic gold medals in history with 28? Question 17. Which swimmer has won the most Olympic gold medals in history with 28? Question 18. With which NBA team did Michael Jordan spend the majority of his career with? Question 18. Was it the New York Nets? Was it the Chicago Bulls? Or was it the LA Lakers? Question 18. With which NBA team did Michael Jordan spend the majority of his career with? Was it the New York Knicks? Was it the Chicago Bulls? Or was it the LA Lakers? Question 18. Question 19 is your final 2-mark question for this round, and I reckon Jeff Lobb and Linda will probably get this one. When Manchester City first won the English Premier League title, who was their manager and what nationality was he? Question 19. When Man City first won the English Premier League title, who was their manager and what nationality was he? And question 20. Final question for this round. Who did England beat in the 2019 Cricket World Cup semi-final? The old enemy. Question 20. Who did England beat in the Cricket World Cup 2019 semi-final? Okay, quick read through of round 3, the sport round from 1 to 20, which will give you your 25 marks once we have marked them all together. Question 1. On the 1st of May 1994, which Brazilian Formula 1 driver died whilst leading the San Marino Grand Prix? Question 2, 2-mark question. Which major football event was scheduled to take place tomorrow afternoon? And which 2 teams competed in last year's very one-sided final? Question 3, which horse is the only 3 times Grand National winner? Question 4, 2-mark question. Since 1977, the Snooker World Championship has been held in which theatre and in which large Yorkshire city is the theatre in? Question 5, which piece of fruit is found at the top of the Wimbledon men's tennis trophy? Nobody's texted me an answer through for that yet. I wonder if it's stumped everybody. Question 6, a turkey, a spare and a gutter ball are terms from which sport? Question 7, which golf tournament takes place at the Augusta National Golf Club? It's a major one of the biggest in the world. I'd love to play there. It looks amazing. Question 8, if you pot a red and then sink the pink, how many points do you score in snooker? Question 8, if you pot a red and then sink the pink, how many points do you score in snooker? Question 9, which county cricket club plays its home games at Lord's? Question 9, which county cricket club plays its home games at Lord's? Question 10, 2-mark question, name the only 2 positions which can score at netball. Question 11, the Dallas Stars play which sport? Question 12, in which country was great British athlete Mo Farah born? There's a couple of answers, neither correct, but... question 13, which Frenchman scored the first English Premier League hat-trick? Question 14, in which sport do teams compete for the World Series? Question 15, how many times have France been losers in the Rugby World Cup final? Is it A, 2, B, 3 or C, 4? Question 16, 2-mark question. The 2 managers who've managed the most English Premier League games with 828 and 810 respectively are who? Question 17, which swimmer holds the most Olympic gold medals in history with 28? Question 18, with which NBA team did Michael Jordan spend the majority of his career with? Was it the New York Knicks? Was it the Chicago Bulls? Or was it the LA Lakers? Question 19, 2-mark question. When Man City first won the English Premier League title, who was their manager and what nationality is he? And question 20, who did England beat in the Cricket World Cup semi-final in 2019 before they went on to win the tournament against New Zealand at Lord's, the aforementioned home of cricket? Okay, here are your answers for round 3, the sport round. Question 1. On the 1st of May 1994, Ayrton Senna died while leading the San Marino Grand Prix, crashed into a wall. Question 1 is Ayrton Senna. Question 2, which major football event was scheduled to take place tomorrow? It's the FA Cup final. And which 2 teams competed in last year's event? Well, it was a massacre. It was Manchester City and Watford. Man City and Watford. So there's your 2 marks for, I guess, some good suggestions for the top of the trophy. It was the FA Cup final and it was Man City and Watford. So you get 1 mark for FA Cup final and your 2nd mark if you get the other 2 teams right. Question 3, which horse is the only 3 times Grand National winner? It's Red Rum, now buried at the finishing post at Aintree. Question 3 is red rum. Question 4, since 1977, the Snooker World Championship has been held in which theatre? The Crucible Theatre. It is in Sheffield. Question 4, Crucible and Sheffield. Question 5, which piece of fruit is found at the top of the Wimbledon men's tennis trophy? It's a pineapple. Yes, somebody said it. It's a pineapple. It is a pineapple. Well done. I'm not sure it is. I haven't got your name in my phone, but I'll have a look in a wee minute or two when we come to the end of this round. Yeah, question 5 is a pineapple. There you go. Question 6, a turkey, a spare and a gutter ball are terms from which sport? It's 10-pin bowling. Question 6 is 10-pin bowling. Question 7, which golf tournament takes place at Augusta National Golf Club? It's the US Masters. Jen got it. It was Jen Knott with a pineapple. And Pat got a pineapple as well. A few people have got pineapples. Oh, here we go. We got loads. My mum got a pineapple. Pure guess, she said. Wow. I'm getting overexcited with all these messages coming in about pineapples now. Craig got it right. Get in. Brilliant. So number 7 is the US Masters, Augusta Golf Club in America. Very famous tournament. Question 8. If you pot a red, then sink the pink. How many points do you score in snooker? You would score 7. You get 1 for your red and 6 for your pink. And we'll leave that there. Question number 9. In which county cricket club plays its home games at Lords? It's Middlesex. Middlesex. Ian Thompson says, pineapple on a pizza, yay or nay? I don't mind it. I quite like a Hawaiian pizza. Prefer something spicier, but I don't mind a Hawaiian pizza. Some people say no, but I don't mind it. I'm quite open to pineapple on my pizza. Jude Yoxall got the pineapple. Fair play, Jude. That's a top effort, that. Number 10, 2-mark question. Name the only 2 positions which can score at netball. Goal shooter, goal attack. Question 10, goal shooter and goal attack. Question 11, the Hawaiian pizza is Nogsy's favourite. Well, I don't mind a Hawaiian pizza, Notty. I'm a big fan, actually. Question 11, the Dallas Stars play which sport? It is ice hockey. Ice hockey. Fiona McMean got pineapple. I got dark fruits. Similar. That's probably what they have afterwards. Mark Graham says, was it a male or female pineapple? I don't know, Mark. It's on the male trophy, so let's go with male. Craig Mike says, definitely on a pizza, and I like it in cottage cheese as well. Ooh, yeah. I haven't had that for a while. Question 12. In which country was great British athlete Mo Farah born? He was born in Somalia. He was born in Mogadishu, Somalia. Question 13. Which Frenchman scored the first hat-trick in the English Premier League? Les Enfants Terribles. Eric Cantona. Question 13. Eric Cantona. Question 14. In which sport do teams compete for the World Series? It's baseball. Question 14. Baseball. 15. How many times have France been losers in the Rugby World Cup final? Such a shame for them. It's 3 times. B, 3 times. I'll say it again. France have lost in the Rugby World Cup final. Question 16, 2-mark question. Brian Golightly says, pineapple on a pizza is criminal. Oh, it divides opinion, does this? Question 16, 2 managers with 828 and 810 games, respectively, have managed more than any other managers in the English Premier League. The first is Arsene Wenger of Arsenal with 828 games. Second is Sir Alex Ferguson, or Fergie, with 810 games for Manchester United. I think definitely 2 of the best managers to ever grace our game. I don't think there'll ever be another manager like Sir Alex Ferguson, as long as we shall know the game as it is. Question 17. Which swimmer has won more Olympic gold medals in history than anybody else? That's all sports. It's Michael Phelps, 28. Michael Phelps with 28 gold medals. Question 18. With which NBA team did Michael Jordan spend the majority of his career with? It was the Chicago Bulls. Question 18. Chicago Bulls. 19. 2-mark question. When Man City first won the English Premier League title, the very first time they won it, who was their manager? It was Roberto Mancini. And he is Italian. Question 19, Roberto Mancini, and he is Italian. And he used to wear that Man City scarf, the blue and white one. Nice guy, Mancini. 20, who did England beat in the Cricket World Cup semi-final in 2019? Australia. They beat Australia. Mike says Ian Holloway. Great guy. Very funny guy is Ian Holloway. Good manager as well. He's a good player. I liked him. He played about 7 million games. Okay, let's have a look and Yeah, Sir Alex, living legend. Completely agree. Rangers had the chance to get him as well when he went to Aberdeen, and they didn't. What an error that was. What a manager. Never to be emulated. All right. Well, there's a lot of pineapple stuff coming in here. It's great in a stick with a cube of cheese in foil covered orange. Yeah, I agree. That's the sales. My cousin Ben is not quite so complimentary about Roberto Mancini, however. I won't ask him his thoughts on Jurgen Klopp either. We'll leave that there. Oh my goodness, the Hills. 3 lots of 24, 72. I'm so excited, I can't even bring myself to visit the toilet without reading these. 24 out of 25 for the Wombats, and we'll have a look at the overalls. 24 for the Denims. Pineapple Didos. Was a good one, that one. Chadders, 25 out of 25. Who got the pineapple round at the Pearson household? Great effort, 68 overall, back in the game. 67 overall for my cousin Ben. 58, 20 for Anne and John through at Dean. All popping through on WhatsApp. It was you, Chad. Well done, Chad. That's a good effort, that. Was it a guess or did you know? That's what I want to know. Let's have a look down the side of the live chat, see what's coming in as we're going. Karen Shankland, better round, 24, making it 76 overall. Michael Dawson, the umpire, 71 out of 75. You're not stumped tonight. Little cricket analogy for you there, Michael. Penrice McMinn, 65. Lightfoot's 21 for that round. It was you, Chad. You got it. Let's have a look and see what else we've got coming in. Oh, Isabel and Andrew here, coming in for something to eat, no doubt. Nice makeup is looking good. It's about 75 quid's worth you've got on there. Let's have a look what else we got here. Craig Myatt and Colette, 15. Lorraine Smallwood, 21. Ian Thompson, 21. So 59. Well done. Kevin Walsh, 20. That gives him 54. Well done, Kev. Back in the game with that 20 to give you 54. Burrabor back in the game as well with 65. 23 in that round. Jeff, 24. 22. 64 for Jeff and Linda. Bet you got the Mancini question right. Lightfoot's 21. Carl Thompson, 16. Sorry, repeated that. I've just read that out again because you repeated it, Lightfoot's. Pineapple is our lucky charm. 21 that round. The Cams. What else? What we have in here? Weetabix. 1 or 2? 2. 2's a lot of Weetabix before bed. It's 9:30. It's risky. 6. You're hungry, are they? Oh, they're hungry. All right. Okay. 64 from the Party Pool Monkeys. Not a great round. 19's not bad though, is it? 67 for the Golightleys. 70 for the Sale of Two Cities. Michael Dawson must be cheap. He's an umpire. Michael, your credibility is being brought into question here. 24 for the Yoxall. 68. Was that down to Jude getting the old pineapple? Oh, Chad knows it. We all watch tennis. Very good, Chad. 65 for us. No place for pineapple on a pizza. Who was that? Let's have a look. Susanna Martin. Oh, Freddie's on fire tonight. It's his birthday tomorrow. 21 for the Bruffs. Yeah, Izzy's face is shining, Gary. You're right. It is. All that makeup on. It'll be all over a pillow tomorrow. We have to wash the pillowcase. What else have we got? Yeah, pineapple. The Laidlows. Got it. Olives. We've got olives as a suggestion. Pat got pineapple. Mark Graham, 54. Still one more round to go, Mark. Let's get you up and over 70 if we can. 66 for the Allports, 21 for the Adicots, 65 in total. Ferguson only won 2 European Cups in 20 plus years, which is a poor record. Bob Paisley won 3 in 5 years. Yeah, he did. There's been some great managers over the years, hasn't there? When you think of what people have done domestically and in Europe, I think you could have a good argument over the top 5 managers of all time. 16 for the Handers. Oh, 60 out of 75 for Nottie and Jen. And I think we're up to speed with all of our shout-outs there in terms of the scores. Let's have a look at WhatsApp because I haven't been over that yet. Sarah Lightfoot says, the day Ayrton Senna died, we were at a party. Dave was drunk and he cried about it all the way home. I should have finished it. Oh, yeah, I can remember it. Yeah, it was sad. All right, Ayrton Senna. He was a handsome fella and all, Ayrton Senna. 69 for Scully. I wonder how Harriet's getting on after that round. I haven't got a score through from Harriet. There's been a bit of rivalry there between the Scullys and Harriet's gang. Jane, Ian, Caitlin and Steph got 17 and the pineapple. I think the pineapple one, you can't get much better than that if you've got that right. It's brilliant. 64, not 74. Who was that? Nicholson. 64, not 74. That's fine. Don't. It's a typo. It's 9:30. They'll have had a few by now. 16 for the Hannahs. 64 for the party pool monkeys, 67 Golightly's. I reckon we've been down all the scores. Oh, so excited. I've neglected to visit the toilet, which with one round left and potentially a tiebreaker is a risk. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just shuffle that with her. I'm going to have a brief hiatus while I nip to the loo. I'll be back in a second or two for the fourth round. All right? I shan't be long. I'll be as quick as I can be. Seeing that, I'm not eating a Weetabix and getting a Weetabix. That's done me there. Right, I'll just put that there. Okay, talk amongst yourselves for a couple of minutes. Be good. Oh, that's better. Thanks for your patience there. Little relief break. Let's have a look and see if we have anything coming through. Horsley's 71 out of 75. Wow. Butterball says, did you wash your hands? Yeah, I always wash my hands while I'm going. It saves time. Nice and warm as well. What else we got? Big shout out to Pepsi. Haven't seen him for a while. Hope he's looking forward to another season in League One. That's from Andy Yoxall. Bit of Newcastle Sunderland rivalry there. Brian Golightly submitted his list of managers. Peter Reid's at the top of it. Did a decent job for Sunderland, did Peter Reid. I'm not sure he's at the top of that list. We'll discuss that later, Brian. Somebody said, make sure you wash your hands. Thanks very much, Dickinsons. Don't worry, I washed them while I went. 66 for the All Ports. And anything else that's coming via other methods of massages? Oh, Harry at 69. I think Scully got 69 as well in that last round. I think that's even between you two. This final round could be quite crucial. Freddie's on fire. Well, ahead of his birthday too, right? And he should be on fire in this last round because the last round is titled "Are You Smarter Than a 10-Year-Old?" Because these are things that children in my Year 6 class and in Year 6 classes throughout the country will probably, or depending on their topics that they've done through Key Stage 2, they will know. All right. So it's a mix. We've got some questions in there. Kenny White, top manager, says Mark Graham. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. He was. He was pretty old school. He was a bit like Fergie in that respect. There'd have been boots flying around the changing room and all sorts in Kenny White's team talks. So Ian says he's going to get my 10-year-old back out of bed over in the Netherlands. I'll give you a couple of minutes. Nothing worse than a clog up the backside at 20 to 10 when you've been asleep for half an hour. Ellie says, Mr. White, wash your hands. Don't worry, Ellie, it's done. Washed my hands about 10 billion times in the last 2 months. Okay, so round 4 is, are you smarter than a 10-year-old? It's 22 minutes to 10. We're in perfect time. If it's a tie, I have not sorted a tiebreaker question out. So I'm hoping that at the end of this round, we have a clear winner. I can whip one up. I'll find one somewhere, don't worry. Okay, so 20 questions, 25 marks. Question 1. Debbie's book has 64 pages. if she reads 5/8 of her book in the morning, how many pages does she have left to read? Question 1. Debbie's book has 64 pages. If she reads 5/8 of her book in the morning, how many pages does she have to read to finish her book? The Hills have brought Jack Hills out of bed. They're bringing the big guns out for the final round. I'll read it again. Question number 1. Debbie's book has 64 pages. If she reads 5/8 of it in the morning, how many pages does she have left to read in the afternoon? Or to finish her book? She might not read it that afternoon. She might read it in bed at night. I don't know. But how many pages does she have left? Question 2. The Islamic religion has how many pillars? Question number 2. The Islamic religion has how many pillars? It's made up of pillars. How many of them are there? Question number 3. Which capital city, modern capital city, was founded in 1324 by the Aztecs as Tenochtitlan? Try reading that after a few Amstels. Question 3. Which capital city, or what's it known as today, was founded in 1324 by the Aztecs as Tenochtitlan? If I've got that pronunciation wrong, Salavi. So which capital city was founded in 1324 by the Aztecs, might be a bit of a clue there for you, as Tenochtitlan? Of all the names. Question number 4. What is the capital city of Wales? Question number 4. What is the capital city of Wales? Question number 5 is a 2-mark question. Which 2 major blood vessels, one beginning with an A and one beginning with a V, take blood to and from the heart? Question 5, 2-mark question. Which 2 major blood vessels, one beginning with an A, one beginning with a V, take blood to and from the heart? Question number 6 is a 2-mark question. If Billy shares his 75 stickers between 6 friends, how many stickers does each friend get and how many stickers are left over? Question number 6 is a 2-mark question. If Billy shares his 75 stickers between 6 friends, how many stickers does each friend get and how many are left over? Question number 7. In the Bible, who received the message from God to write the 10 Commandments? Question 7. In the Bible, who received the message from God to write the 10 Commandments? Question number 8. The construction of which ancient Greek modern-day tourist attraction, that is still there now, began in 447 BC, and the remains are still there today to visit? The construction of which ancient Greek modern-day tourist attraction began in 447 BC, and the remains are still there today to visit? In Athens. Question 8. Question number 9. What is the geographically correct term for rainfall? Question number 9. What is the geographically correct term for rainfall? Question 10 is a 2-mark question. Which 2 types of human teeth are missing from my list? I've got molars, including your wisdom teeth. I've got premolars, or bicuspids. Which 2 type of teeth are missing from my list? So question 10, which two types of human teeth are missing from my list? I've got molars, which include wisdom teeth, and I've got premolars, which are also known as bicuspids. But which two types of human teeth are missing from my list? Clarification on question 6 for Sam Scully. No, Billy does not count. It is Billy's 6 friends. So Billy does not count in the 6 friends. It is 6 friends solo. All right. So discount Billy. Billy gets the leftovers, let's say. Yeah? I'm not trying to catch you up with any questions. I wouldn't do that. Question number 11. What is 12% of 40? Question 11. What is 12% of 40? Question 12, I've just realised I've written down the answer to question 2 here, so I'm going to have to be careful. One of the pillars of Islam is the Hajj, which is a pilgrimage to which Saudi Arabian city? Question 12, one of the pillars of Islam is the Hajj, which is a pilgrimage to which Saudi Arabian city? Something like 6 million people a year minimum take the Hajj, which is the pilgrimage to this place. Millions of people every single year. Incredible numbers. Edward Williams, that's Ian, says, Capital of Wales, best question of the night. Well, hopefully you get that right. If you don't get that right, Ian, being a proud Welshman. Okay. For 13. The first raid by which tribe took place on the holy island of Lindisfarne, Northumberland, in AD 793? The first raid by which tribe took place on Lindisfarne, holy island in Northumberland, in AD 793. They were barbaric, this lot. Question 14. Christ the Redeemer is a colossal monument overlooking which South American city? Question 14. Christ the Redeemer is a colossal monument which overlooks which South American city? Some nice comments about Peter Reid on there. Okay, let's have a look at number 15. Which two parts of the muscular skeletal system do the following jobs? A, connecting muscles to bones, and B, bones to other bones. I don't mind if you don't get them in the right order, but what are the two names? Which two parts of the muscular skeletal system do the following jobs? A, connect muscles to bones, and B, bones to other bones. You don't have to get them in the right order, just the two names of them will do. I'm just getting rid of some of the messages so we've got a fresh one for the end, because there's always a bit of a rush at the end. Oh, Thomas is in now. Tell Yoxie 6 in a row, says Chadders. Ian Buchanan's seen the snooker-related film. A classic, some might say. Alrighty ho, let's have a look. It's not that one, that's the longest name in Wales, that one, Ian. Okay. Question number 16 is a 2-mark question. Listen carefully, I'll read it 3 times for you. If Daisy baked 54 buns and Danny baked 4/9 of Daisy's amount, Dean baked half as many as Danny, how many buns did Danny and Dean bake altogether? All right, here we go. I'll read it again. Daisy baked 54 buns. Danny baked 4/9 of Daisy's amount. And Dean baked half as many as Danny. How many buns did Danny and Dean bake all together? It's like a tongue twister for a Friday night at 10 to 10. I'll read it again, just because I can. If Daisy baked 54 buns, Danny baked 4/9 of Daisy's amount, and Dean baked half as many as Danny. How many buns did Danny and Dean bake all together? 2-mark question. If you get one right, you get one. If you get the other right, you get the second mark. I'll leave you a little bit of time with that one. Okay, it's enough time for that year 6 question. Let's have a look at question number 17. Which city is considered the holiest in Christianity? Question number 17. Which city is considered the holiest in Christianity? Oh, Borough Ball's in there. Celtic have 9 in a row. Yeah, nice to have that. Our 9 in a row was won on the pitch. Celtic's 9 in a row was won via a lost email in a system and over Zoom meetings. 4 of the 9 were when Rangers were down the leagues. Satisfying. Great satisfaction. Big asterisk next to that number 9 as well. Could have won it on the pitch, but no. The SPFL were falling over themselves to do Peter Lowell's bidding for him. What a shame. Tainted it for them. Question 17. Which city is considered the holiest in Christianity? Ian Thompson says 4/9 get decimal, a lot easier for us 60-year-olds. Come on, Ian. Okay, question 18. Which famous admiral lost an eye aged 36 in the Battle of Corsica and an arm in the Battle of Santa Cruz de Tenerife and then died aboard his naval ship, the HMS Victory? Question 18. Which famous admiral lost an eye aged 36 in the Battle of Corsica, an arm in the Battle of Santa Cruz de Tenerife, and died aboard his naval ship, the HMS Victory? Mike says, well done, Celtic, for winning the league again. Worthy champs. Dear me. No taste, some people, no taste. Question 19. 2-mark question. Which 2 Scandinavian countries are missing from my list? Iceland, Norway, Sweden. Which 2 are missing? Question 19 is a 2-mark question. Which two Scandinavian countries are missing? And your final question for this evening, question number 20. Which organ's main job in the body is to filter blood from the digestive tract before passing it to the rest of the body? Which organ's main job is to filter your blood from the digestive tract before passing it to the rest of your body? No, Karen, I'm not repeating question 19 because Mike said about Celtic winning the league again. They didn't actually win it, they were handed it via strange means. Question 19, 2-mark question. Which 2 Scandinavian countries are missing? Iceland, Norway, Sweden, and which? Okay, we'll read through the Are You Smarter Than a 10-Year-Old questions again, 1 to 20. Here we go. Question 1. Debbie's book has 64 pages. If she reads 5/8 of it in the morning, how many pages does she have left to read? Question number 2. The Islamic religion has how many pillars upon which it is built? Question 3. Which capital city was founded in 1324 by the Aztecs as Tenochtitlan? We'll put that in the last round next time. Question 4. What is the capital city of Wales? Question 5, 2-mark question. Which two major blood vessels, one beginning with an A, one beginning with a V, take blood to and from the heart? Question 6, 2-mark question. If Billy shares his 75 stickers between 6 friends, how many does each friend get and how many are left over? Let's say Billy gets the leftovers. So it's 6 friends and Billy gets the leftovers. That's question 6. Question 7, in the Bible, who received the message from God to write the 10 Commandments? Question 7, who received the message from God to write the 10 Commandments? Question 8, construction of which ancient Greek tourist attraction began in 447 BC and remains are still there today for people to visit in Athens? Question 9, what is the geographically correct term for rainfall? Question 10, 2-mark question, which 2 human teeth types are missing? I've got molars, which are include your wisdom teeth. I've got premolars, or your bicuspids. Which 2 teeth types are missing from my list? 11, what is 12% of 40? 12, one of the pillars of Islam is the Hajj, which is a pilgrimage to which Saudi Arabian city? Basically, the place where Islam as a religion began, or near enough to it. 13, the first raid by which brutal tribe took place on the holy island of Lindisfarne, Northumberland in AD 793. 14, Christ the Redeemer is a colossal monument overlooking which South American city? 15, which 2 parts of the musculoskeletal system do the following jobs? Firstly, connect muscles to bones, and the second one is connect bones to other bones. You can have them in either order, don't mind, just as long as you get the 2 names. Question 16, 2-mark question. If Daisy baked 54 buns and Danny baked 4/9 of Daisy's amount, Dean baked half as many as Danny, how many buns did Danny and Dean bake altogether? I haven't worked this one out, so I'm going to have to do this one. We do the answers. What a silly thing to do. 17, which city is considered the holiest in Christianity? 18, which famous admiral lost an eye aged 36 in the Battle of Corsica and an arm in the Battle of Santa Cruz de Tenerife and then died aboard his naval ship, the HMS Victory, when he was shot? Yes, I always did like a bit of RE. You're right, Mrs. Shankland. I did. We enjoyed a nice trip up to the Buddhist monastery at Eskdale Muir, I seem to recall. The Sammy Ling Centre back in the day. Question 19, 2-mark question. Which 2 Scandinavian countries are missing? Iceland, Norway, Sweden, and where? Yes, right, Sammy Ling. Yeah, which 2 Scandinavian countries are missing from my list? And 20, final question of the evening. Which organ's main job is to filter your blood from your digestive tract before passing it round to the rest of your body? Okay, here it goes. The answers. Could I repeat question 16? Certainly, of course I can. Okay, here it is. If Daisy baked 54 buns and Danny baked 4/9 of Daisy's amount, and Dean baked half as many as Danny, how many buns did Danny and Dean bake altogether? Okay, here we go with your answers. Question 1. Debbie's book has 64 pages. If she reads 5/8 in the morning, how many pages does she have left to finish her book? Well, if you divide 64 by 8, you get 8. If you times that by 5, you get 40. So the answer to question 1 is 24. 24 pages. 24 pages. Question 2. The Islamic religion has how many pillars which make it up? It has 5 pillars. 5 pillars of Islam. Question 2. We've got Shahada, which is a profession of the faith of Islam. We've got Salat, which means to pray 5 times a day, starting at sunrise and finishing it, lasting at night. We've got Zakat, which is given to charity if you are unable to complete Ramadan, which is Saum, the period of fasting, which has just ended actually today with the festival of Eid. And we've also got your final one, which is to do the pilgrimage to Hajj at least one time in your life if you are financially and physically able to do it. Question 3. Which capital city was founded in 1324 by the Aztecs as Tenochtitlan? It is Mexico City. Question 3 is Mexico City. Question 4. The capital city of Wales. Ian Williams will have got this one right. It's Cardiff. Question 4, Cardiff. Question 5, 2-mark question. Which 2 major blood vessels take blood to and from the heart? It is arteries and veins. Question 5, arteries and veins. Question 6, 2-mark question. If Billy shares his 75 stickers between 6 friends, how many do they each get? Well, they each get 12, because 12 sixes are 72, and there are 3 stickers left over. Somebody's asking about repeat question 16. It's just flashing the message up again. So question 6 is 12 and 3 left over. Question 7. In the Bible, who received the message from God to write the 10 Commandments? It was Moses. Moses. Question 7. Question 8. Construction of which ancient Greek tourist attraction? Well, modern day tourist attraction. Didn't build it as a tourist attraction, like a water park or something like that. Began in 447 BC and remains are still there today. It's the Acropolis in Athens. The Acropolis. Question 8. Question number 9. What is the geographically correct term for rainfall? It is precipitation. Question 9. Precipitation. Thankfully, we haven't had an awful lot of it recently. It's been at night, which has been quite good here for Cumbria. Question 10. 2-mark question. Which 2 human teeth types are missing from my list? I've got molars, which include your wisdom teeth. Premolars, or bicuspids. The 2 missing are canines and incisors. Canines and incisors. If you've put cuspids down, you can get your mark, because that's another word for canines. So your 2 marks for question 10, canines or cuspids and incisors. Question 11, what is 12% of 40? Well, 10% of 40 is 4, and so therefore 1% of 40 is 0.4. Multiply that by 2, you get 0.8. So the answer is 4.8 for question 11. I'm under pressure here with Notty looking in, and I haven't done the answer to the last maths questions. So all those ones, actually, any of the maths questions. So I'm working on the hoofs. If I do make a mistake of the maths questions, please forgive me. Question 12. One of the 5 pillars of Islam is the Hajj. Thanks, Notty. Which is a pilgrimage to which Saudi Arabian city? It's a pilgrimage to Mecca, which is the birthplace of Islam. Question 12 is Mecca. 13. The first raid by which tribe took place on Lindisfarne, the Holy Island in Northumberland, in AD 793? It is the Vikings. The Vikings. He said the answer is 7.83 to save you working it out. Nice one. The Vikings. Question 13. Question 14. Christ the Redeemer is a colossal monument overlooking which South American city? It is Rio de Janeiro. Question number 14, Rio de Janeiro. If you put Rio, it's fine. I know what you meant. 15, which 2 parts of the musculoskeletal system do the following jobs? Connect bones to muscles and bones to other bones. You've got ligaments and tendons. In no particular order, I will let you have them. Ligaments and tendons for question 15. Oh man, the number of injuries I've had with those 2 things in my time. 16, 2-mark question. If Daisy baked 54 buns and Danny baked 4 nights of Daisy's amount and Dean baked half as many as Danny, how many buns did Dan and Dean bake altogether? Well, as long as Daisy hasn't got any buns in the oven, I'm assuming the answer will be 54 divided by 9 is 6. 6 times 4 is 24. So Danny baked 24 and Dean 12. So Danny 24, Dean 12. That would be 36 for question 16, if I'm right. Am I right, Notty? I'll wait for clarification on question 16. So I've just done it now. Correct. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you very much. So question 16 is correct. 24 and 12, 36. Merci, Notty. 17. Which city is considered the holiest in Christianity? It's Jerusalem. Jerusalem in Israel. 17. Craig had 110 buns. You're getting indigestion from eating that many, pal. Tell you. 18. Which famous admiral lost an eye, aged 36, in the Battle of Corsica and an arm in the Battle of Santa Cruz de Tenerife? Now, at that point, you'd think it would probably tell you it maybe wasn't your game. However, he then went and died aboard his naval ship, the HMS Victory. The Admiral Nelson. Ooh, Ian Thompson said, for Guangshan Nantien Temple. Did you ever visit when you were playing cricket in Australia? Barclay near Wollongong. No, I didn't. I wasn't in New South Wales. I was in Melbourne, Ian, when I was over there. But I would have. Quite like a temple. I think Anne and John went to one down near Ulverston not too long ago, before the lockdown. Question number 19, 2-mark question. Which 2 Scandinavian countries are missing from the list? Iceland, Norway, Sweden, Denmark and Finland. Question 19, Denmark and Finland. They don't play cricket in Melbourne. Yes, they do. Question 20, which organ's main job is to filter the blood from the digestive tract before passing it around the rest of the body? Once filtered, it's the liver. Question 20 is the liver. Okay, so you should have 25 marks there, which will give you around 100. I've got the maths questions right. The internet connection's been good. All I need now are your final scores. No, I don't. Bloody hell. Apple's just asking me if I want to do updates now. Why? Remind me tomorrow. Thank you. Okay, let's have a look and see what's coming in. The Hills, 92. Do we have... Is Parthenon? Yes, it is. It's a building on the Acropolis. Yes, the Parthenon is fine for question 8. The aorta and vena cava. Yes, the aorta and the vena cava are the more specific names. Yes, you can have those. Aorta and vena cava. Yes, they are the 4 main parts of the heart. We've got 4 cavities there. So yes, you can have that. 86 for the Pearsons. No problem, Chad. I hope you're having a good evening. Stay safe, everyone. 93 if you get Parthenon. Yes, you can have the Parthenon. It is a building on the Acropolis, Eve Hills. So 93 is to be. Mum says she's definitely a 10-year-old. She's well on that round. What else we got? Ooh, the Hills is been overtaken by Sale of Two Cities, 95. Notty and Jen, 84 out of 100. 88, Gary Denham, brilliant. 92 for Davina and Co. Down in West Hampstead. Where's Ben's? Let's have a look, see what he got. Yes, we've got that. Adicot's 89 in total. Thanks to Lily and Sam. Well done. Mike. Whoa, do I in a sec? Yeah, Ben says he completely agree about teams being handed titles. Absolutely shameful. I always love my cousins. 25 for the Broughton Wombats, 93 in total. 83 in total for Jane, Ian, Caitlin and Steph. We're as clever as 10-year-olds. 91 with Parthenon for my cousin. Oh God, they're all coming in these messages. I'm gonna have to reevaluate my life here. Just 1 second. 86 from the Buchanans. New house at Brigham. I hope it's going well. Great effort that. 81 for Anne and John through at Dean. See you soon, John. Take care. 86 for the Partypool Monkeys. Thank you very much. Davina says she wouldn't like to say it's because of Thomas's help. Well, don't then, Davina. You know, we don't have to. 85. Oh, well done, Mrs. Smythe. 24 out of 25 on the Are You Smarter Than a 10-year-old. We work together in year 6, don't we? So that's pretty pleasing. 82 for the Lightfoots. 93 in total for the Broughton Wombats. The Bruffs, 85. That's a top effort, that. Happy birthday, Freddie, for tomorrow. 83 for the Hannahs. 88 for the Denhams. 94, Sam Scully. I think you've been usurped by 1 mark here, perhaps. Oh, hang on a sec. We are so far... Harriet, where do you live? Buffering's still tragic. Nobody else has had a problem with... Where does Harriet live? Scully, tell me where she lives. We need to get the windmills out around there. 92... No, our highest score is 95. Sale of Two Cities so far, Mother. No other 95s. So we haven't got any need for a tiebreaker question. 93 for the Wombats. What we got here? 25 out of 25 on the final round for Mike and Ali, helped by Eve. Well done, Eve. Your teachers are doing a very good job. 86 overall for the Saddlers. 94 Scully. Tell me where Harriet lives, please, because her internet needs sorted out. Mrs. Smythe, my arse. Me and Sophie got them all, said John. Yeah, Gaz says, I agree completely about titles until Leeds are given the championship. But we have been the best team in the league by a mile. Yeah, I agree with that. Leeds have been by far and away. And Celtic will probably win it in Scotland, but we've seen it before on Helicopter Sunday, haven't we? 90 for the Golightleys, 92 for the Yoxalls. Can we just set off points v bottles of wine drunk? Because that would give us a chance. 92 is still good. 83 from the Hannahs, 86 for the Partypool Monkeys, 87 for the Nicholsons. Parthenon is now added, 90 for the Adicots, 84 for Notty and Jen, 95 for Sale of Two Cities, 93 for the Hillses. Let's have a little look and see what we've got coming in on this side of the screen. Some top scores tonight, really, really impressive. Burrabo, 86 with the Parthenon. I'll give you that, even though you were unkind earlier. I'll give you that. Oh, Michael Dawson, we have a 95. That's our second 95. So that means we've got a tie. We'll have to come up with a tiebreaker. 82 for the Lightfoots. 95. Got a three-way tie. Horsley Wilkinson's 95. Michael Dawson. Oh, this is going to be fun. Three-way tie with that one. Mark Graham, 76 on your own. Top effort. Top centre half. Top quizzer. Top lad. Mark Graham. Craig Myatt, 69. Well done. 75 for Ian Thompson, great work. Considering you're in the Netherlands, there's some questions there that you're not going to know. Kevin Walsh, 74, well done, over in Hartlepool. 63 on me, Todd. Carl Thompson, correct, Notty. Lorraine Small was 77. 87 for the McGrath posse. I was in the hub with Michelle last week. We had a good laugh. It was good. 89 for the Penrice McMinns. 85 for Jeff and Linda. We have a shout out for Big Dave's birthday yesterday, please. That's for Michelle McGrath. Of course you can. Big shout, Dave. Happy birthday for yesterday. We had a good one. Georgia Horsey said we'll be getting single figures if I wasn't here. And Ian says, of course. Right, we've got a three-way tie. Michael Dawson, the cricket umpire. Georgia and the Horsley Wilkinsons. And also Sale of Two Cities. Give me 2 seconds. Not that's unhelpful, but funny. We've got a few thank yous coming in already. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Let me think. Right. Okay. You're gonna have to text me your answers, Mike. So you're gonna have to get your phone out. If you do it down the side, Horses will see it, and so will Sale of Two Cities. If you send it to this number here, so get that written down. Let me know when you're ready. You can write it down the side of the page if you are. You can text me your answers through. Okay. I'm not doing personal questions. So, Mike, if you let me know when you've got that, and Horsley Wilkinson's, if you just put yes down the side of the page there, and then we can Thanks, Michelle. Enjoyed the quiz. That's great. Hope Dave had a good birthday yesterday. Right, George has got it. Michael's got it. The Sale of Two Cities, I know they've already got it because they've been sending theirs in via text message. Okay, so the tiebreaker question, and I'm going to give you 30 seconds to text your answer through to me. So a three-way tie. We've got the Horsley Wilkinsons, Michael Dawson, and Sale of Two Cities. And you've got 30 seconds to get your answer through to me. Okay, the Burj Khalifa in Dubai is the world's tallest building. How high is it in feet? Total height. The Burj Khalifa in Dubai is the world's tallest building. What is its total height in feet? The nearest wins. You've got 15 seconds to fling me a text my way. Ian Thompson says 30 seconds. Google is now going into overdrive. Okay, I've got one in. Who have we got this in from so far? Sale of Two Cities, answers in. Still waiting for 2 answers. That's a good answer, Sale of Two Cities. Still waiting for Horsley Wilkinsons and Michael Dawson to fling answers my way. Right, I've got one in from, it doesn't tell me who it's from. Right, okay, that's fine. That's Horsley Wilkinsons. Right, okay. Ooh. So let me just get this written down. Right. And Sale of Two Cities, where are we? Okay. The 3 answers received are 828 feet from the umpires, Michael Dawson. We have 2,700 feet from Sale of Two Cities and 2,750 feet from the Horsley Wilkinsons. I can tell you that the winners of tonight's quiz have won it by 3 meters, because the official total height of the Burj Khalifa in Dubai is 2,722 meters. Feet, sorry, 2,722 feet. So the winners by 3 feet this evening are the Sale of Two Cities. So well done to you guys, and also a huge well done to Horsley Wilkinsons and Michael Dawson, the umpires. 92 for Harriet. Thank God you didn't get 95, Harriet. We'd have had to do another blooming thing. So 92 for you. Well done. So well done to the Sale of Two Cities. I think that's your second crown you've won, and you won it by 3 feet. Yeah, the Burj Khalifa is 2,722 feet tall, which is just a little bit shorter than Skiddaw. Quite a building. I'd like to see that in real life. It'd be quite impressive. It's the tallest structure in the world and has been since 2009. Okay, guys, a huge thank you. We've overrun slightly due to our tiebreaker. A huge thank you to everyone who has taken part this evening. Thanks for all the messages, even the ones that are taking the miss, taking the Dave, stop it with the Snoopy puns, that have been taking the mickey. It's what it's all about. Don't mind that, a bit of wind up. Thank you if you are able to donate to our charity page. If you haven't done so already and you feel as though you're able to, that would be tremendous. Our aim was to get £250 initially, and we're now approaching the £1,200 mark, which is absolutely brilliant and will make a huge difference to the lives of those who need it most. On behalf of Cockermouth Cricket Club and our virtual pub quiz community that we've built here, which has been brilliant, a massive thank you. Enjoy your weekend, and we will be back here, and we'll know next week as to whether schools will be going back or not on the 1st of June, because the government are meeting on the 28th of May to decide what on earth's going on. Nobody really knows at the moment. All I know is my normal classroom for between 32 children maximum is now at capacity of 4 children due to the social distancing issues we have. So we shall see what happens next week. We'll be back here next Friday, definitely. It might be the final one. We shall see. If we're not back in school, then we shall continue. So a huge thank you to everyone far and wide for taking part again. It's been brilliant. Great banter, great crack, and just want to wish you all a good week. Enjoy the bank holiday weekend. Have a few drinks and socialise, and we shall catch you all next week. So take care. Until then, stay safe. Thank you very much.